pray for your destiny helper. Some of your destiny helpers, they are good, but they are weak again. Their weakness is to listen to other people. So once you are not praying for them, they shall engage you in problem. Eve was the destiny helper. Eve was the helper, the future helper of Adam. But because Adam was not praying for Eve, Adam was not found with Eve regularly or always. So the time that she was alone, the devil went and deceived Eve. So it was very easy for Adam to be deceived, because he thought that anything that she will receive from the helper, it will be help. But on that time, it was not a help. It was the disobedience. They disobeyed God because of the destiny helper. So you need to pray for the destiny helpers. Daniel was employed to be in the government in that country, but they came a time in Daniel 6. The Bible says there were some guys who went to the king and said, write so that it may not be changed in the law of Medes and Persian, that whosoever will not give petition or pray or worship the king for 30 days should be thrown in the den of the lions. So the king began to think about, the king agreed, and they write it and they seal it and they say it will not change. So now, those people who told the king that they should do it, they began to observe who is praying. Then they discovered that Daniel could pray 3 times a day, and he could not hide. He was not a hypocrite. He could stand on the window and began to pray. So they reported to the king. The king could not act anything because he loved Daniel so much. He was the destiny helper. So they forced the king. Then the king did it, but Daniel could not die. Daniel could not die. So even if they convince your destiny helper, whatsoever your destiny helper do to you, you cannot die, but you survive to shame them. Now I say, pray for your destiny helper. Jesus said, they shall whip the sheep, and they shall whip the shepherd, and the sheep will be scattered. So there was no one to pray for those sheep, and for sure they scattered. Peter tried to follow. He reached there and he began to reject Jesus. He said, I do not know this person. Then when you talk of Ananias and Sapphira, both of them, they were not praying for one another. If they were praying for one another, one of them could have survived. But because they follow, because maybe Ananias followed the idea of the husband, maybe it was the husband who made that an idea, I do not know. But all I'm saying, pray for your destiny helper. If you're not praying for them, they will be in the hand of Delilah like Samson. Samson was the judge, the destiny helper. If you're not praying for your helper, they will fail to lead you into Canaan. Moses saw Canaan, but he could not enter. Why? Because they were not praying for Moses. All of them, they were just waiting for Moses to pray for them. God bless you.